The Oilers rise to the challenge in Sunrise, defeating the Florida Panthers by a 6-3 margin, ending this 7-game road trip with a 3-3-1 record. Now, Jack Roslovic had the first two markers for Edmonton on the night. He now has 6 goals in his last 8 games, as Mattias Ekholm also found the back of the net in the opening frame, while his defense partner, Evan Bouchard, had himself a 3-assist night. Podkolzin's 4th of the season was the Oilers' 4th of the night, chasing Sergei Bobrovsky out of the crease on just 17 shots, and despite a Panthers pushback, Stuart Skinner held his ground with 10 saves in the third alone, 35 on the night, while McDavid and Savoy cashed in on empty netters, giving the Oilers their 10th win of the season.
Yeah, I think it was massive. That takes a lot of guts by our team here. It was a really long road trip with some tough travel, some really tough teams to play against. So the fact that we were able to come out and get a win, I believe that puts us at 500 on the road. So, you know what? That's really important. This win was huge for us.
Yeah, it was long. It was grueling. I thought our effort the last 2 games was probably our best. Not easy coming here in Tampa Bay and Florida, playing those 2 teams. But I thought our guys were really focused and did the little things that we needed to do.
Kind of a couple tough breaks in the second period to get them, to make it a tight game. So going into the third period, our job was to push back. It's kind of it's how momentum happens in a game. They had the momentum going into the third. We had momentum going into the second. That's kind of how hockey works. It's a little bit of a roller coaster at times, and we were able to handle it. That's my job. That's everyone's job. And we also got to talk about the PK in the third period, being able to shut them down. Those are huge kills to keep the game where it's at, and then we get an empty net goal and take it down from there.
Stuart Skinner picked up his 8th win of the season. Now we highlight the top pair on the Oilers' back end, as Evan Bouchard had 3 assists. He now has 20 points over his last 18 games. He became the 5th defenseman in Oilers franchise history to achieve at least 200 assists so far in his Oilers career. Mattias Ekholm also had a 3-point night. His first period marker gave him 100 points in an Oilers uniform, as the Oilers have 14 goals from the back end. That is second most in the National Hockey League. And with 7 games done in 7 cities, the Oilers can now look forward to just 2 matchups next week, beginning with the home date against Glenn Gulletson and the Dallas Stars come Tuesday night at Rogers Place. For Oilers TV, I'm Tony Brar.